All right.
Hey guys.
Oh shit. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can do it. It's cool. No, it's cool, man. No, yeah, up to you.
After you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Beta Bros Banter podcast. This is Tito7177, along with ZeldaMariners. Here for another episode for you guys. Cool.
That's it. I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, okay. That's it.
You may continue.
Yeah, dude. I mean, welcome to June.
Woo!
Sun's out.
It's birthday month.
It is birthday month for the both of us.
Oh, heck yeah.
Dude, pretty
Mike
sweet,
5.
Man. Nice. People are going to be like, my ears. And I'll be like,
I'm going to be like, there's
risks.
no warning. You knew the risk. You knew out of all the times before that we've whacked our microphones, absolutely zero, that we would whack our microphones this episode.
You're lucky I haven't, like, smacked my mic more than just now.
Yeah.
Because whenever I get on chat with
because that mic is
guys,
disrespectful.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, every time you hop onto a chat with us, you sound like you're just spawning out of hell.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've, like, listened to any of the audio when that happens, but it's ridiculous.
I try not to. but
I try not to listen.
Yeah. But when I heard the original, like the OG one, our first one, I was like, oh yeah, that's loud.
That's, yeah. And, like, even if I turn the volume down, you can tell that it, like, maxed out the gain in your microphone.
It's funny because I bring down the level on my end, but for some reason it keeps, like, wanting to increase. And I thought I turned off dynamic volume change, but apparently not.
Dynamic volume change is my favorite podcast.
That's a good one.
It's funny because it actually fits for to what they do. Steve sits there with the music. Let me just turn the knob.
Yep. And it just gets loud and loud and loud and loud and loud and loud.
I like when it's like before any of the sound actually happens, but you can hear the static. And Mike is like, oof, I can tell that's too loud already.
Yeah, dude. I remember the first episode with those two. I think they called it History Road. And I was like, man, I can't believe they made a podcast. 2 podcasts later, I'm like, wow, this is too loud of a podcast.
But it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, man. It's such a genuine podcast because it's like Mike of all the dudes I've seen on YouTube is the most straightforward guy out of everybody. Yeah,
even like when he does stuff with Zoya, he's just like straight up forward with her. He's like, that sounds awful. What are you doing? And like, she's his wife.
Yeah, no shit's given for sure.
Yeah, I love Mike. I love Steve too. They're both great.
Oh man, yeah, I wish, I just wish like some more like SourceFed people would come back and do more like interactive stuff together.
That's fun.
But I like the plethora of content out there right now.
Yeah.
Will has his own thing, but people be like, he has his own channel, his own, I guess, in-home studio. And he's working with, and then who else? Geek Bomb, Samad Garrett, Trisha Hirschberger doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Been liking that stuff so far. They got Sam Basher in. He's working with DJ Woolridge, who was one of the editors. Or I guess he was a videographer as well. And so they've been doing their own thing with Only Stupid Answers.
Only Stupid Answers is good.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then of course Dynamic Banter, and then the Valley Folk. So you have all the OGs. I'm not sure what Lee's doing now, because
I'm not sure.
after that messy breakup, I haven't really seen her around. I know she did a podcast recently.
I know she's doing. She was working with some group. I want to say it was another group from Bring the Funny, but I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. And then I finally got to around watching Phil's new show. I think it's A Conversation With.
Oh, he had Joe on last week.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty enlightening.
I haven't seen it.
That.
I wanted to watch that one though because it's
I won't spoil it for you.
Okay. Cool.
It's a unique take on the inner working dynamics behind the scenes, which I don't think a lot of people realize, um, compared to like what we see on screen, on video where it's all like honky dory, everything's awesome and great.
What was seen on screen as my favorite outlet mall store.
Oh, damn it! That's the first thing that came to my mind too after I said that. I was like, I just saw a red sign with those words.
Yeah.
And like a copper pan.
Is that still a thing? Like as seen on TV?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't South Center that had it.
The Supermall had
it was
one.
like Supermall had one for sure.
Oh, sorry. It's like the outlet collection now or something stupid.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And then like SeaTac.
I don't think this.
Yeah, SeaTac did.
I don't think Supermall still has it. I want to say that's like a sports store now.
I think the last time I went, they were like closing.
Yeah. I don't know about the SeaTac one ever. Oh, that's also called the Commons now.
Ugh.
Or it's like South Center. It's technically Westfield Shopping Center.
That confuses me with Westlake, so that's why I don't use that.
Field, lake, what's the difference?
Water,
grass,
land.
Grass is good against water for some reason.
I know, right? Because I guess it sucks it up.
But
honestly
have
good.
No idea.
Grass is like the weirdest one out of all of them, because
technically, shouldn't water be good against electric, and not the other way around? Because it like kills the electronics, like.
That's true, but electric also we're also 70% water, and it kills us.
Water kills us. Water is super effective against water.
No, electricity kills
fire us. Kills us, and we're 70% water. So should fire be good against water?
I think at that point we're just lost.
I'm just using your logic. Oh, no. If I was lost, then I would have my own island.
Whoa. That's too meta. That's too meta for this podcast.
And then there was no, hold on, I got it. If you're lost, but Pokemon, you end up on an island, Cinnabar Island. Okay, I don't have it.
Oh, the fuck! I don't have it.
I don't have it. Cut. Cut the B-roll.
Oh my god, Cinnabar was my favorite restaurant storefront in the mall.
Dude, why don't food courts ever have like good brands? It's always like Cinnabon. It's never
There's always a Dairy Queen.
There's never a McDonald's. I mean, there's never a Wendy's. There's always a McDonald's.
Yeah. Yep. There's always it's Sbarro.
It's always Sbarro. No other pizza place exists in malls except Sbarro.
Yep. And there's always one place that sells Chinese food.
There's always a bubble tea.
Americanized Chinese. Always one bubble tea place. There's always an Orange Julius.
Oh, dude, the strawberry Julius's are pretty good.
Dude, yeah.
At least they used to be when I was a kid. I actually haven't had one as an adult, so they probably suck.
I've had one. I've had an Orange Julius as an adult. It still checks out.
Okay.
It still holds up.
Because I like to make my own smoothies, so yeah, I feel like that would never stack up to my smoothies.
Well, it's like the secret ingredient is Sprite.
Oh, is that what they put in that?
Yeah, dude. That's why it's all fizzy. That's why it's all fizzy when you drink it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I do not put Sprite in my.
No, I don't Sprite either.
I put some milk.
Yeah, milk, yogurt, maybe a little bit of honey,
protein powder.
Protein powder.
Yeah. No, I do. I have either. I usually use two different vegetables. I use two different fruits. Vegetables, no. I use two different fruits. One's usually frozen, and then one's like raw. And I'll mix that together. Protein powder, yogurt, milk.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Oh, there's always a Subway.
There's Subways. Subway is actually
Yeah.
like probably my least favorite of the like sandwich fast food.
I've told this people before, but man, Subway had like the best marketing,
No, they had great marketing.
and that
I'm
was the
just
reason
talking
why they were
about their
able to
actual
sell.
product.
Yeah, that's why they were able to sell substandard sandwiches.
Yeah, a $5 footlong, I'll take it.
Yep.
It's not that great, but it's $5.
Did you like Quiznos?
I liked it better than Subway.
Yeah, I thought Quiznos had pretty good subs.
I
I
think
still like Jersey Mike's.
I was gonna say I think my favorite's Jersey Mike's, but I eat for hot sandwiches it's Jersey Mike's. For cold sandwiches I really like Jimmy John's.
Ooh, I forgot about Jimmy John's.
Yeah, they had good
Jimmy
marketing
John's, Jimmy John's is solid. What was your favorite Jersey Mike's?
too. I get the like Chipotle cheesesteak.
That's a solid one.
Yeah.
I get the number 6, that famous roast beef in provolone.
Mm-hmm.
Never goes wrong.
Good old roast beef.
Man, Jimmy John's, dang.
Jimmy John's, dude. You want a cold cut? Jimmy John's is the place to go.
You want some free smells? Go to Jimmy John's.
You want some $1 day old bread? Jimmy John's.
Oh, I forgot about the dollar day old bread.
Right? I don't know if they still
Man,
do
dude.
that. They used to. I honestly
Oh,
haven't been to a
that's-
Jimmy John's in a while either.
Yeah, I haven't been to. Yeah, as you can tell, we haven't really got to any like malls lately.
Right? Well, I mean, we haven't really, like, gone anywhere lately. It's just, the times.
Damn, they deliver. Oh my
Jimmy
god,
John's?
I forgot
Yeah,
Jimmy
dude,
John's
that was their whole,
delivers.
like, shtick thing was freaky fast delivery. Like, they had commercials where they would, like, order Jimmy John's, and they would come, and then he's like, oh, thanks, your house is on fire. Oh, thank you, I know. And then he would order Jimmy John's again, and be like, hey, did you know your house is on fire? He's like, yeah, I know. And then he'd order, like, 4 sandwiches, and they'd all come. And then the fourth guy was finally like, why didn't you call the fire department first? And he's like, I did.
Because they're
We got,
so
like,
quick.
4, that's how fast they were. But yeah, restaurants I've been to this year, here's a list. That's the list.
I knew it. I was like, oh, this is a bit. It went too silent. I was like, did he cut off? Nah, he didn't cut off. This is a bit.
No, I said like 12 restaurants. Did you not hear that?
Yeah, did you go to like Hometown Buffet?
Hometown buffet. I went to Washington, My Kitchen.
Washington My Kitchen? We went to Waji's.
I went to Cupboard.
Cupboard.
They had pretty good stuff at Pantry.
I like going to the fridge store.
I like Freezer, bottom drawer Freezer, but you can tell all their stuff is like reheated.
My favorite's Top Shelf, but that's a little expensive, and they only sell alcohol for some reason.
Top Shelf always has like tall items.
Yeah.
Like milk gallons by the gallon.
I don't know. Like, I remember going to Starbucks. And I was
Wait,
like,
that's a
"Man, I
real
wonder-"
restaurant. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
And I was like, man, how does Ariana Grande order her coffees? Does she always order?
I got a Grande is a wait. Did you order a? Is your name Tall and you ordered a Grande? You don't look very tall. That's it. That's the bit. That's fine. Don't laugh. I didn't know where I was going with that. I'm just gonna. Let you go.
I was waiting for you to drop it. And I was like, nah, he'll keep going. I know him. He'll keep going until he
No,
stops.
I would have, but I had nothing.
All good, man. All good.
Did you know stormtroopers are patrolling Disney Springs?
Whoa, what?
Yeah, because they're like the only Disney World property that's open, and so they're using stormtroopers as like uh, security guards to enforce social distancing.
Oh my god, that's funny as shit.
Right? Good old stormtroopers.
Dude, I love stormtroopers. They're always a fun crew.
I love how they can't hit a single shot.
Sometimes you just, sometimes you aim, you shoot, you miss,
You shoot again.
you miss again.
You continue shooting. It's a wonder that like, Order 66 worked.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
Maybe it's because the clone troopers were actually good marksmen, and then by the time they have stormtroopers where they're like stealing kids and recruiting them, then they're actually like people and they suck.
Oh, dang. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a thought.
Maybe.
That's a big thought.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's a big thought.
That's my thought. Welcome to That's My Thought. My name is Ryan, and that's my thought. Cue the outro music.
Hey, guess we're done, guys. We all just leave.
Yeah, just...
I guess.
I was going to say...
Oh, sorry. Oh, man.
I was going to say... What was I going to say? I forget now. Oh, I was going to say cue free use news music.
Yeah, right?
Should find some.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what you
What
got
is
going
on?
on, man?
Dude, graduation's this week. Pretty stoked about that. And then I have my last lecture, as I was been talking about, next week as well. So everything's kind of like, you know, coming back to level after being on such a crazy high this last, month and a half. So, I mean, the world's still on fire. Don't get me wrong. It's crazy out there. But at least from a training perspective, it's starting to come to an end.
This world is on fire.
Literally. My God. It's the riots, the freaking
Let's start a
COVID
riot.
issue. It's like it's a mess right now.
Yeah, it's a goddamn mess.
It's too much of a mess. It's crazy.
Because, 2020 is like, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, right? It's like, did you think
It's like,
we
you
were done?
You thought a worldwide pandemic was enough? Here's a white cop literally kneeing a black guy to death.
It's so bad, dude.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's so bad.
Although,
That hurts me.
yeah, dude. I don't know if you saw it, but it's hard to watch. But holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
It's like, what do you think was gonna happen?
Right? God.
It's horrible to even think about, especially in this day and age. Like, it's like, really?
That's the problem, though, is that it's still fucking happening, and that's why everyone's rioting. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. It's tough because I guess the majority of the riots that we're seeing, or no, it's just probably an escalation from a protest. But there's been some random videos out there where like you see some cops instigating something, you see some
Oh, yeah.
shady dudes instigating something.
I saw an
It's a-
NYPD, or a video of, like, NYPD guys just, like, running a barricade of people. Like, they legit were at a stop, and then just,
Oh
like,
yeah,
accelerated forward. It's like, what the
yeah. I mean, it's like it's crazy to see the militaristic actions of our police force that's supposed to be preventing injuries and really doing minimal harm,
Yep.
only to de-escalate the situation, only to now escalate it in this very trying time.
Yep.
It's tough because like you see like the stuff on Facebook, everybody's like trashing cops and stuff. And I think in that first day especially, and then people started to like kind of be like, okay, we can go back to a middle ground where there are still good cops out there, and all those sort of things. And I think that's where our mindset needs to go right now because, like, if you start antagonizing cops, it's gonna just be a mess for everybody.
Well, I think the thing is that it's like the system that the cops
Yeah,
represent. So when people
yeah,
are
yeah,
protesting in the face of cops, they're not saying like that one specific cop that they're yelling at is the problem. They're saying that the system that has been created with
oh yeah,
the cops is the problem. And
correct.
obviously the only way to face that is to face actual cops. Like we're not going to go to Minneapolis to find what's his face who sat on George Floyd's neck, right? Like there's no
God,
way everyone
dude.
can do that. So they're going to go
Yeah,
to their local precincts and they're going to be like, this is the problem.
yeah, dude. It's crazy to see those videos of that guy, literally getting smothered.
Yeah, and there were a couple people who were like, dude, that guy's like you should check on him. And they're like, nah. And it's like, what do you mean, nah? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yo, what do you mean? What do you mean? No, get out
Like,
of here.
that's the
Ugh.
thing. And if they like tried to do something physical, then they would have been detained and probably had their fucking necks sat on too. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
yeah. It's a
it's
yeah.
hard
I
because
have
it's
my
like when a
thoughts.
cop is doing something like that, what can you actually do where like you won't end up in the same fate as the guy that he's like killing?
Yeah, part of me wants to say, there's an opportunity here to, you know, reconcile things, but it's such a raw stage, and it's been something that should have been addressed years ago, even under like the
Yeah,
Obama administration.
yeah.
So, I mean, Black Lives Matter has been going on for years.
Right? And
Like,
there's a reason. And this is
yeah,
like a very great example of the reason why
and this is
Black
what
Lives
happened.
Matter.
Yeah, and this is a good example of how not to govern. You know what I mean? It's like you had this systemic problem for so long, and you just waited for it to go away,
Oh yeah.
and now it's back, and it's
Well,
back
and
with a
have you
with a
noticed like
fervor.
Trump's taken a total backseat like this whole past week?
Yeah, he's doing what George W. Bush did during the Iraq War when everybody was giving him crap for giving the victory speech and our troops still being over there. It's the same thing that's happening now where, if you don't address it, it's not hopefully it'll blow over.
Yep.
But and you're just waiting for the states to kind of just handle it and you're just saying, oh, you'll support the governments there, Republican or Democrat, because you just send in the National Guard for all that
Yeah.
work. So
I
I just
honestly,
think
I honestly hope the
yeah.
protests don't end anytime soon.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't mind it. It's just like the goddamn videos of those affluent people
Yeah.
walking to like a Louis Vuitton taking bags
Right. Yeah.
because
Like that's stupid.
yeah,
I
like
don't
no,
condone that, but I think well, maybe not all, but most protests, and especially the ones that are happening now,
mm-hmm.
start with the best intentions, which is Black Lives Matter, which is true and
Yeah,
very relevant.
mm-hmm.
And there's always going to be people that take advantage of situations like that.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
those are the people that should not take the focus. It should be the protesters that are doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you still see those. I think I'm hoping the news is trying to stray from the looting and shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how that all plays out on cable like news networks
Yeah.
because even like CNN especially um got their guys arrested in Minnesota um by cops who clearly knew that they actually told them to move and then they were asking them where they should move and
Yeah.
then they arrested them for not moving.
Yeah.
And then on the counter side, Fox News got targeted by protesters, or at least by guys who weren't either fans of Fox News or guys who were trying to instigate something against Fox News
Hmm.
to rally something. Um, where that's also the flip side of it, where we can't be like, you know, taking away freedom of press, and then at the same time attacking the press.
Right. Yeah.
So even though you disagree with them, that's still their freedom of speech to, you know,
Yep.
provide whatever they want to say, whether
Yeah.
it's true or not, or whether it's 100% true.
Yeah.
That's different. But
Yeah, you have to let them do their thing.
yeah, so we're in a weird constitutional battle right now
Yeah.
in terms of this is like this is what it was in the 60s and 50s and
Yep.
um
Yeah, and I was reading a New York Times article that was talking about a lot of these like curfews that are being put in place and stuff are so like it's as widespread, like it hasn't been this widespread since like after Martin Luther King's assassination. Like
yeah
Like,
yeah
that's crazy to me.
yeah
Because
dude,
like I definitely don't remember seeing stuff this big,
no
but I'm all
No,
for
be-
it.
yeah, I mean, I remember the WTO riots were a thing when we were kids, but that didn't last like long. That was like only like a few days, and then it was over. I don't think this will be done, you know, anytime soon. I mean, you had the '92 riots in Los Angeles, when Rodney King, that whole situation with him. Then that was in like I think the spring of like '92, like springtime and riots. There's something about good weather and racial discrimination really come hand in hand.
That's a weird thing to have like correlation. Correlation is not causation.
I'm gonna see. Yeah, I mean WTO riots were in December, so in November, December. So it doesn't, But that was about economics.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see this whole thing play out, and I venture to see what the end result of this will be.
Yeah. I'm hoping something good happens, but realistically, I have no idea.
I think part of it is this notion that our police forces aren't adequately equipped and to fight bad guys, but when it comes to protests, and it looks like they're, ready to like go to war, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, yes, they're outnumbered. Yes, they have to deal with crowds, but the optics just don't look great, especially when when you have like the instigators who should be taken off from the line. Versus
and that's the thing is that this guy that did that had like 17 different complaints or something against him.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is he still?
Why is he still out there?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the what goes on in the background in a police station with stuff like that, but it just seems like a lot.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, man. Because it's always innocent before proven guilty. It's always tough to take a bad person out of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like this guy's a track record. I mean, yeah, there are complaints against him, but you got to be cognizant
Right.
of all those sort of things. And again, it's not just that. It was just this one guy. There were 4 guys there.
Right.
There were 3 other guys.
And at one point, 3 of them were on him. At one point.
Yeah.
Like.
There should have been guys where they arrest him.
And he was already handcuffed.
Yeah, pick him up.
Get
him off the ground. There's no reason for him to be down there still.
Yeah.
With your knee over his face. It's like, what are you trying to do?
Well, kind of clear. And
Yeah.
he did it.
And he did it. And now he's arrested for goddamn 3rd-degree murder.
Yeah.
What
the
a
other
weak
guys,
sauce.
as of this recording, the other guys haven't been detained at all.
Yeah, and I think that's gonna be an internal investigation and all those sort of things. And again, I don't know the inner workings of the Minnesota Police Department or where this guy was ranked compared to those guys who are watching him. So
Yeah, I have no idea.
But common sense being common, it's like somebody should have been like, "Oh, you shouldn't be putting your knee on that dude's back of his head."
Right.
Probably not the best idea, but
Probably should let him breathe if he says he can't breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, in lighter news, have you seen the new Paper Mario trailer?
I have not. I have not actually. I've not been good about looking at Nintendo news, because I haven't had a Nintendo system since like I guess the Wii U, but really it was the GameCube. That was the last one I actually used.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, we borrowed my cousin's Wii, and then we ended up buying a Wii U. Think it was like the next hot thing. JK. And then it's so sad, dude. I should have waited for a Switch.
Dude, you should get a Switch.
My problem with the Switch right now is that I have so many PC games.
Yeah, that's true. But
that it would.
I basically use my Switch for like first party titles.
Nice.
So
okay, that
it's
makes
like
sense.
it's like Super Mario Odyssey you can't get anywhere else. Breath of the Wild can't get anywhere else. Animal Crossing, New Horizons can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, I'll give Nintendo that. Nintendo's one of the few like companies that has an IP that I'm like, yeah, I could probably, I'm fine buying a system to play these games because I know that's gonna be good.
Yeah, and that's the thing with like Xbox and PlayStation. There weren't like there wasn't enough of the like restricted only on this system IP that I could get behind to make me buy that system over just getting it on Steam.
Yeah. And that's the reason why I probably don't have a console right now is because it's like all the games that I want to play are on PC.
Like multi-platform, yeah.
Yeah, and I play FPSs, and I hate using a controller to play an FPS game. Like the only thing I would play on a console would be like maybe a sports title.
Yeah, I feel like sports titles are better with a controller.
Yeah, I mean, there's no baseball games on PC, which is one reason why I think somebody might get a PlayStation.
Well, they do have like Super Mega Baseball, which is actually kind of fun. It's a little janky, but it's pretty fun. Chad and I played the second
Yeah, we should. Oh, you played the second one already?
Yeah, we have it.
Dang. Oh wait, what came out? The second one or third one?
The third one is just came out.
Yeah,
that sentence was terrible.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we'll do some recordings of that game for sure, because I think
I'd be down.
that'd be pretty fun to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where I play mainly FPSs. So and like we played the RTS yesterday, which was fun. I think we should do that more.
Yeah, if we did, we could do like a Age of Mythology thing.
Yeah.
I like that game a lot.
Yeah. It's one of those games where it's like, oh, you just you hang out with your buddies and you just try to world build together and then you go to war. Like that's can't
I think we have to go against hard though.
Yeah, even medium was so easy.
Right? Because like
yeah.
Well, I was basically like going toe to toe with purple while not actually like really doing anything. And then Walter started destroying yellow, so I was like, okay, I'll move in now.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if we can get like at least 4 people in there.
And have like a 2v2.
Yeah, 2v2 or even I don't know how big does the computer map go? Like how many teams can you get? Like 8? I
think it's 8 in a lobby.
That'd be nuts though. 4v4 with like 4 of us versus like the computers.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That AI would be nuts. Cause dude, those guys are fucking fast when it comes to like
that's the thing. Like you have to really like age yourself up as fast as you can.
It's hard because I never understand what I should prioritize once I get to the second stage.
I think it depends on the god
class.
Yeah, because I've noticed, like with Egyptians, I was good mainly focusing on food and gold. Like there wasn't a lot of wood, that you need
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Egyptians.
You need
But the Greeks were the opposite. They were extremely wood heavy. So I had like 20 wood people by the end of the
but
match.
it's tough because you need plenty of wood, plenty of gold, and plenty of like food.
Yep.
Because that's tough because you have to split your guys up.
Yeah.
The
I basically
Atlanteans were
the way I did
go
it
ahead.
was I had 10. I get like 10 people gathering food before I get to classical age. And I have like one doing gold, one doing wood, and one building. That's basically my setup for the first age, except for Atlanteans because they're more expensive, but that's for something else. As far as everyone else, that's what I do.
Atlanteans are. That was the first time I played Atlanteans,
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, this is an interesting setup because
yeah,
I didn't need building. I didn't need as many buildings to get them all set because I didn't need to build like granaries or gold
Right,
mines. I just
right.
had to send my dudes there. Yeah, yes, it did cost me more, but it's like they collected faster,
Yep.
and I was able to like build up a bunch of like houses at a fast enough pace where I was like, oh, okay, I can keep up. And then because they gathered so quickly, then getting gold and all those sort of things made it that much simpler. And I think I hit a really sweet spot once if I had like 3, 3, and 3, getting wood, food and gold. And that
The
really
sweet spot would be a good name for an ice cream shop.
what? The sweet spot? Yeah.
It's a great dessert stop name.
Trademarked. Sorry guys, we already trademarked it.
Trade. Oh, I thought you like looked it up and you're like it's trademarked. I was like, fuck. Yeah. Damn it.
It probably is. It probably is, man.
It's gotta be the sweet spot. That's way too easy.
Yeah, sweet spot gelato, but not the sweet spot.
The sweet spot store. The sweet spot shop.
There's one in
New
Philly.
York. Oh.
There's one. There's one place actually called the Sweet Spot in Philly.
Damn. Well, there goes that. It had to be taken already. Anyway, yeah, so Atlanteans are nice because you don't need as many workers, but after the first age, I'm basically like pumping out workers. Like, I don't know if you noticed on your town center, it has like the list of people, and in the lower right, it has a little green circular arrow.
Yeah. I just clicked that.
Yeah, I do that, and I'm having it pump out villagers the entire time until I like max out essentially.
What's your ratio of villagers to soldiers when you're producing?
Oh, I have way more villagers.
And then I guess how many
Until I
soldiers do you try
start
to
building
make?
an army, and then I guess it's different because then you start taking town centers. But I think I end up with like 60 villagers by the end of it.
Oh, really? How many people in total do you have then?
I don't know. It
Honestly,
honestly, it'll be over 100.
Okay.
Cause
So you really have 50-50 soldiers to villagers, but you really max out villagers in the first 3 epics.
Pretty much, yeah. But the thing is, like with when we get to like the harder difficulties, they start attacking you fast. So by the time you get to classical age, you have to build your barracks and get a military.
So is that it's classical is the second?
Classical's the first one. So you start in archaic, I think.
Okay.
And then you advance. Your first advancement is classical age.
So once you hit classical age, then you should stop villagers, start building dudes.
Never. Like, you should always be... Like, you should have population cap to build, like, a smallish army of, like, 10 to 20.
Okay. That's fair.
Because I feel like 20 is probably good to, like, hold off their first wave until you can, like, keep going for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is, because I rush to classical with food, I don't have people on the other resources.
Oh, I see. And then you start losing out.
Yeah.
Like, quick.
Yeah. So then I don't have enough wood or gold to build the barracks that I need to build my military people. That's where I run into a problem. So I wonder if it would help me to just move all of my food people into wood and gold right after I get to classical.
Part of me thinks that's true. Part of me thinks that way because you need that to build all your stuff.
Right.
The counter argument is, do you turn off your auto population generator?
I think no, because if you move everybody off your food to go wood and gold, you'll run out of food. But then you
Uh-huh.
can make some of the population that you're making on that auto thing. All the ones
Okay.
that are backlogged, you can have go into
Go to food.
food. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's okay.
That's
I
what
was
I'm
thinking.
thinking of doing.
Okay, that makes sense. Because when do you stop that to then make soldiers?
I don't really stop it. I keep it going.
Okay.
Yeah. Until I get about 60 villagers, and then I feel like that's enough to hold me over.
Do you ever so how many houses do you build? Do you just max out your
All 10,
houses?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Okay.
Atlantean's only 5, but
Yeah.
I max out houses, like, as soon as I can.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how that works. Because and then do you build yours like around like a tower?
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed.
Okay.
You noticed me doing that.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, I guess that protects your tower.
Yeah. I don't know if that's like a meta or anything. I'll either do that or I'll build it like in the far corner.
Okay.
So it's like against the edge of the map where they won't like go to it.
Touch it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because
Do you
they'll
just have one
focus
guy
on like my
building it?
town. Yeah, normally to start off with I just have one.
Okay. You just build multiple of them.
Yeah. The nice thing with Norse is that your builders are also fighters.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they're
you
all,
can
like,
you can make
yeah.
like hero guys and Ulfsarks, and they can fight as infantry units, and they also build.
That's sweet. I want one
Yeah,
of those.
Norse is very offensive based.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like the Atlantean thing. It's pretty sweet. I wasn't a fan of the Egyptian, even though that's the one I played.
yeah. I
Probably
kind of like the
second most.
Egyptians, so I don't know. It all depends on what you like.
The thing is, like, if you want the cool stuff, you have to have so many guys worship, and so that takes away from your resource building.
That's for Greek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Greeks have to
Oh, yeah, I
worship
guess
at the
Greek-
temple.
That's right,
Egyptians,
that's right,
you have to
Greeks do
build the
that.
statues.
Yeah, that's right. The statues. Yeah.
The thing I like about Egyptians is that a lot of stuff is free, like the granaries, the lumber yards, all that stuff is free.
Oh,
And
okay.
like other stuff is pretty cheap, and it's all like gold. So as long as
So
you
it's
have
like
gold,
straightforward.
yeah,
Do you build walls early, or do you wait till you have an army?
it depends. Um, I like to, because it's just kind of like a way to hold back the computer AI whatever.
Yeah. How big of a wall do you make?
I usually, so if it's like an open map where there's no water,
Yeah.
I normally don't do walls.
Okay, because it's
Unless I have, unless there's like a lot of forests that I can like connect between.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem
just build
is
them.
like when we're playing like 2v2 or 3v3 is that the map's pretty big, and I would have to stretch my wall across all of us instead of just me, or else they would just go around the wall.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like that was the issue we're running to like the 2 games prior when we won by,
Wonder.
like your wonder.
Yeah.
It was like, man, we're getting our asses kicked by these dudes.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think
like,
we tried to establish early in that one, didn't we?
yeah, we were working pretty hard, and we were trying to establish on their side.
Yeah. I think if
And
we
you-
found a spot where they didn't find us, we would have been more successful.
I don't know if they would be able to do that on that difficulty.
Yeah.
I think they still like find us. I think a medium, no way. Like we would have taken over and won
Yeah.
within time.
Well, I just think it's the problem too is like we just started establishing on their island, but then they came to our island, and so we were kind of defenseless because we were focused on theirs so much.
Yeah. How do you with your armory? Do you upgrade everything in your barracks
Eventually,
like early, or
Yeah.
is that late or early?
It's usually like heroic age. I'll start doing that.
Okay, so you kind of have like low level dudes
Yeah,
minimum.
yeah.
Okay. And do you get a bunch of like counter cavalry and infantry?
Yeah, it's usually those are the ones you need. Mostly counting infantry, like that's what I'll go for at the beginning, because that's
Hmm.
the most basic thing that they'll do is come with
Okay.
infantry. But it depends on what they attack you with.
True.
So if you'll
Yeah.
know though from their first wave, like oh okay he's doing a lot of cavalry stuff, so I'll just get counter cavalry.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like I never attacked first.
Yeah, it's hard to
Yeah,
against
because
the
I don't think.
AIs.
Yeah, because I think they just get so settled in,
Yeah,
and they're
they're
pretty
just so
quick to
fast to like build a
toggle.
military, so it's like
Yeah.
they'll get to you
It,
first, and you'll be like, oh shit, I'm getting attacked.
is there a way to bunch your dudes together as like a unit?
Oh wait, a bunch of them together, like what?
Like a unit, like you're like, oh, like my villager unit 1, villager unit 2, because I feel like I always.
Yes, yes.
Oh, there is. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to know how to do that
If you
because.
hold control, so if you select people, you hold
Yeah.
control and whatever number that assigns their group, and they'll show up as banners at the top of the screen.
Oh, okay.
And so that's a good way to control your guys. And you can also like double click the number, and it'll bring you to that group. Like it'll move your camera to where that group is.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah. So typically, I have my food, wood, gold, and builders grouped up as 9 through 6.
Okay.
And then I'll have like my town center, my barracks as like 4 and 5. And then I'll typically save 1, 2 for like my military groups.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's how I
that
do it. I
way-
don't know what's good or not. That's just how I do it.
Yeah, for sure. No, because I feel like I'm trying to figure out a way because I used to do that before for my other setup
Hmm.
where like in my other games where I'm like, okay, I can create my own team, create my own
Yeah.
grouping, and not worry about it so much. So
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
sweet. Yeah, well, I'm down to play that tonight if you want to play.
What was that?
I'm down to play that tonight if you want to play.
Yeah, we could do that after the podcast.
Yeah, sweet dude.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, totally, guys. We're gonna play. We're gonna play some Age of Mythology.
Yeah, we're hella
I don't know
nerdy.
why I sound like that fluffy princess guy from Adventure Time. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I want to say no,
Like
but
fluffy. Did you ever watch Adventure Time?
not really.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
I mean, I watched a few episodes, but it wasn't like my thing. I've been watching like some Rick and Morty. I haven't really got. The thing is, I haven't gotten into like animated stuff since like Family Guy. I think Family Guy and like The Simpsons kind of
Oh,
like.
that's so long ago.
I know. I was like, that's
Dude,
so much
okay.
stuff. And then I've been watching like Japanese anime, so it's like.
See, so anime I haven't really ever gotten into. My
It's-
brother
yeah, go.
suggested I should watch Death Note, so I'm gonna try and check that out. But
Yeah, let me know what genres you want, and then I can find.
I mean, I don't even
know.
know. Like, I don't know. I don't know where to start. I asked Chad like, what's a good like entry gateway anime into anime, and he's like, oh, Death Note's good. So I was like, okay, I'll go watch Death Note.
Yeah, I think Death Note's a solid one. If you like, did you like Iron Chef at all on the Food Network?
Not really.
Okay, so I guess the other one I was gonna suggest would not be an option.
I'm never really into those like competitive reality show things.
Gotcha. Yeah, the one I was thinking was called Food Wars, which is for do Japanese speakers at home, Shokugeki no Soma. Basically, it's a show about this culinary school that has like shokugekis, which are basically just food wars. Which is basically what that means.
I see.
And they would like do battles and stuff, and then dude's trying to be like his dad, who's the top chef, and someone's trying to live up to their name, et cetera, et cetera. All
Gotcha.
the usual tropes you see.
Yeah.
So the
Especially
quality's
like
pretty
in
good.
Japan,
Yep.
because it's very
So the
family.
quality, yeah, it's very family oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty solid. If you want something different.
Okay.
And My Hero Academia is pretty solid. I'm trying to think of one that you would like.
Yeah, I don't
One
know.
Punch Man. I'm trying to think of ones that are like. One Punch Man has a bald dude who's like the guy.
What is that? What?
'Cause-
Oh, hold on.
no worries. So now Sirius. Sirius Black. I helped name this great dog a few years ago while Ryan was living in Boise. He is not a fan of squirrels. He will bark at you when you come through the door, but then will sniff you and then be like, "Oh, I guess we're cool." He's not a fan of mailmen when they come towards him. As such, is probably what's happening right now at around 4 o'clock back home. But yeah,
That was a good synopsis.
thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I
There were
had to fill
there
the
were
gap.
neighborly children frolicking
Oh,
through the streets.
frolicking.
Just imagine them like skipping along in a field.
If that doesn't scream Japanese anime, I don't know what does.
Frolicking? Frolicking
Yeah,
is
dude.
what makes Japanese anime.
Have you seen kids?
I challenge you to a frolic! Whoa! Just like Naruto running through the field.
Their hands behind them.
Yeah. It's like the vines with the Naruto runners.
For sure.
Just the whole horde of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. Oh! I know one you like.
Uh-huh. Don't say Pokemon.
No. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball.
God.
No, I was gonna say Sword Art Online.
That sounds like a
Uh,
game.
It is. It's also a game, and it's also a anime about being in a game.
Sword Art Online.
It's pretty adorable. If you can find a girl who likes Sword Art Online, I think that'd be
Okay,
a good girl.
I tried to write an O, but I legit made like the perfect ASICS logo.
Nice. Nice.
I used to think ASICS was O6 because I thought it was a fancy O
Oh.
for their logo, but it's an A.
Yeah.
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 For the longest time growing up, I was like, oh, O6.
Oasis.
Oasis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was always next to the word ASICS. So it's like, it's an O and then ASICS. Oasis. I was like, why didn't they just call it Oasis? That's weird.
Dude, those shits were pretty comfortable back in the day.
Yeah. So my O, like, 100% just looks like their logo.
Nice.
Yeah, I have never really gotten into anime. But you should probably watch Avatar.
Yeah,
I've talked about this before on the
Yeah,
podcast.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't been like the biggest Avatar watcher, but I know the quality of it, so I know it's a good show.
Yeah.
So I need.
And
to
it's on
sit down
Netflix,
and watch
so-
it. Yeah, it's a perfect time for me to see it, especially this month.
Yep.
It's one of those shows where I think I would have gotten into before had I, actually started it when it was on Nick.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing,
because
is I watched it when it was on Nickelodeon. Like, when it was brand new, and I every week was like, oh, new episode.
Yeah, exactly. Because I never did, because I always missed episodes, so I didn't want to like watch it till the end,
Right.
and missing a chunk of story.
Yeah.
So I think I left it as like something for me to like go back to. And of course, it's already been like over 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a
since,
while.
since I've done that. So it's
Yeah.
like, I think it's time for me to
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
go back. And,
You're not going to miss any new stuff.
yeah, exactly. I've already seen the movie.
What movie?
Yeah, exactly. What movie?
There's no movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, M Night. Ugh.
Who?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yep.
M. Night is my favorite Van Gogh painting.
Nice.
It's just the letter M, but it's the fancy Van Gogh like style.
Yeah, or it's just a black canvas.
Oh, Van Gogh, you crazy guy.
And or it's just a clock that's just at like 12 o'clock midnight. Hence M night.
And it could be a dolly painting if that clock was all droopy.
There you go. How would you like to talk about your psychological feelings?
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a trope that they use like on like hella old cartoons.
Oh, like the
Or
ink blot thing?
No. Where they had the droopy clocks, and that was like a sign that the character was going insane.
Oh,
Because-
yes.
Because her
Yes.
reality was so distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they'd be
so-
like they'd be daydreaming and then everything would go droopy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's called the Dali effect. It is a
Oh.
psychological condition where you exaggerate what you're seeing as a hallucination. And it affects absolutely nobody because I just made it up.
I looked up Dahlia effect, and it showed me a firework. I was like, that's cool.
A firework!
Yeah, because it's like the multiple. It's like a Dahlia.
How's this for a Dali effect?
So much fun. Oh man. Oh, that's a pretty nice looking flower, though. I'd plant that.
The butterfly one?
No, the dahlia.
Oh, the Dahlia? I fucking. Damn it. They are nice flowers, actually.
Yeah, dude.
They're very photogenic.
They're photogenic, especially the pink ones. They're
Yes.
pretty nice. They're pretty sweet.
Photogenic flowers are fun. And when I do photography stuff, I like doing macros, which is where you take a picture of something like a flower very close up.
Oh, nice.
So like nothing else is really in focus, and you can even focus on like certain parts of the flower if you get close enough too.
Sweet. What,
Yeah.
When are you gonna go back to nature and see those flowers? Take more photos.
I don't know when it's safer.
I feel bad for those guys with like those tulips because the tulip festival.
Yeah, they had to cancel the
Yes.
Tulip Festival this year.
God, that's how those guys make money, man.
Right? That's like their whole year is like
Just
they make money at the
cultivating.
Tulip Festival.
Yeah, dude. Ugh, that's
I went last
So-
year. Last year was the first time actually I went to the one in
Oh,
Mount
really?
Vernon. Yeah.
oh wow, yeah. My family and I we used to go. I think at least once every other year when I was at home, and then when my grandparents were alive, like once a year. Like we always went.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was like a surreal like mishmash of colors and
Yeah,
arrangements.
it was really cool. I actually I made a print out of it. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's the one
Okay.
if you go into our room, it's like that hallway between the living room and the den.
Uh huh.
There's a picture hanging there of the tulips, and I took
Nice.
that picture.
Sweet, dude.
Let me see if I can find it for you.
Yeah. In my house, it's like you know where the TV is in our like family room.
Yes.
It's the big one, the big photo that's like on the right. It's like
Oh,
it's like it has like a gold frame around it.
very nice.
Yep.
I am currently stalling so that I can find this picture because it was taken over a year ago. Oh, I went too far. Apparently I didn't upload it to Instagram.
Whoa, that's
So
a
it's-
crime against. You can do it now.
It's
You can do
not,
it now.
it's not, just do it now, be like, I missed this. That's it.
1 year later.
Yeah.
Wish
It's
I
been
was
over
here.
a year though. It's been over a year.
That's okay, dude. It's like throwback. You do it on Thursday. Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday. That's in 3 days. I can do Throwback Thursday.
That'd be fine.
Alright. I'm getting close. I'm in the summertime when we went to the East Coast. Ah, here it is. View image. But, share it with you. But, this is a picture that I took there and printed out for my mother for Mother's Day. I will also share it with you for lovely folks watching on YouTube.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
It's funny because this is the same exact, like... it looks like the same exact background. My family, and I took the photo.
I mean, it's the same location, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it'd be funny if it was the same farm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. If anybody's going up to Seattle in like the month of May, like it's the best to like check out.
Yeah.
Um,
Here's an example of one of my
like
macros.
yes, a click. Ooh, yup. I like that blending of colors there.
Yeah.
Like how it fades right into that, and it has like the reddish right at the tip, and then goes a little bit of a fade orange. It gives you some car ideas for Rocket League.
Rocket League car ideas.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, so definitely if you're visiting the Western Washington Puget Sound area, it's definitely something fun to go to.
Yeah, that's fun. I mean, August is always a fun time with...
Something else I haven't seen is I haven't seen the cherry blossoms when they're blooming at UW.
Oh, that... Yeah, I'm not sure what they did. I think they replanted them. Because I know they did something to them like 2 years ago or something.
Oh. I mean, they've been fine. They just...
Yeah.
They basically told people not to come see them this year because of the whole COVID thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. But if you're in the Seattle area in March, April time, that's also a thing you can do.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things about attending the UW was walking outside from class to class.
Yeah.
And being able to go through the quad and the fountain area and be like, this is legit.
Yeah, those are some nice areas on campus.
And getting to sit down by a tree, like underneath all that. Yeah, it's pretty magical. And that's a good place to bring a date.
Yep.
So.
And if they're a Harry Potter fan, you can take them to Susalo.
Ooh, yup. Bring them upstairs. Yeah, dude.
Check out this great hall.
Yeah. Check out my great hall.
Oh, God. The Great Hall of China.
The Great Hall of China. It's just like, you open it up, it's just, you see like red envelopes along the entire way.
It's like the palace.
Yeah, a bunch of dragons.
The palace is actually just one very big hallway. It's the Great Hall.
It's just one envelope.
It's a Chinese New Year envelope with money in it.
With money, yeah. It's just like cash your aunt gave you, but then it grew in interest.
Yay, interest.
Oh man. Yeah, so good.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, China would be fun to visit when this whole pandemic's over.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many other places I want to visit first, but yeah, there's some places in China that'd be cool.
For me, Japan's number one right now.
Same. Let's go to Japan.
Yeah, dude. Japan. Go to Tokyo. Go to Kyoto. And,
Japan 2021 Olympics. Let's go.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even know if we'd be able to by then.
I mean, maybe. And then Europe. I think Italy would be sweet. Vatican,
dude, yeah. Japan and Italy are my top two.
Yeah. Hell yeah. This is why we're bros.
This is why we're bros. Mike 5. That's a good place to end it, I think.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Mike 5 to bring us in and a Mike 5 to bring us out.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks guys for joining us on the podcast today.
Yeah, it was great.
Another great one. Talked about a little bit of Harry Potter.
We literally mentioned one thing about Harry Potter at the very end. That's the synopsis. Harry Potter. I'm gonna write that for the synopsis. We talk about Harry Potter. Yeah. And then we have to wait till the fucking end of the podcast.
Yeah, right. Age of Mythology, because that's always fun. I guess we're gonna go play that soon. And future trips. I think. Just the one mention. People are gonna be so
Ice cream
confused.
shops. We talked about ice cream shops.
That's right, yeah, yeah, and Chinese envelopes. So
God. All right, I'm gonna do that. I have to remember to do that for this episode.
people are gonna be so confused.
They'll be
Oh,
like,
no.
"Why are they talking about Black Lives Matter? Where's the ice cream?"
Oh, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go on Rocket League, and then just record having like the Chinese New Year money boost play, and just record that for 60 minutes, and then stop it, right before it gets us talking about it.
God. No. It's so. They would definitely turn off the podcast before we got to the point where we talked about it.
They'd be so confused. They're like, "What's this? What does this even mean?"
What does this sound? They wouldn't have any context. It would just sound like.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you
Alright,
all so
guys,
much for
yeah.
listening, watching, all that jazz.
Yep. Check us out on the YouTubes, on Twitch, on our Instagrams, maybe
On
our Facebook
Twitters.
profiles. Don't stalk me, please. And yeah, awesome, dude. Check out our our Retro Racer series on YouTube.
Oh, that, yeah, our Super Mario Bros. One will be done by the time this comes out.
So
Maybe we'll
see
be
who
on
wins-
another one.
Yep. See who wins that, and then yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Bye!
Peace.